It's not anywhere near one of their best, I don't think.
Blah, blah, blah.
Hey guys, welcome back to Listography. Jason, Kramzer, and Joe here. We just finished ranking our all 13 Beatles studio albums, and now we're going to get into our top 10 Beatles songs. What do you guys want to start with your list?
I'll go. Number 10, I've got kind of like a nice moody central rocker, nice and slippery beat, come together. I really think the thing that makes this song is the low harmony that comes in. I believe it's Paul coming in nice and low, which is different. I really dig it. Number 9, I've got Eric Clapton arriving on While My Guitar Gently Weeps. Kind of love the rhythm and the patterns of just like those little piano taps. Really cool. Number 8, Eleanor Rigby. Pretty monumental in their history. Really marked that new orchestration sound. Number 7 is going to be Something, George Harrison's song. I love sort of the love letter romantic guitar in it. Number 6, White Album, Happiness is a Warm Gun. Number 5, I've got their most underrated song, Hey Bulldog. Really rockin', heavy piano, cool riff off a very underrated album. Number 4, In My Life, really sweet and delicate, which is kind of going to be the motif for my top 3 as well. Number 3, Here Comes the Sun, really awesome fluttering guitar, such just a pretty song. The song just kind of is like a butterfly to me. It's flapping around. It's very aesthetically pleasing. Number 2 was my favorite Beatles song for the last 10 years. I have gone back to my original Beatles song for number 1. Number 2 is Julia. And number 1, as Joe said, one of the best songs of all time. He's right, A Day in the Life. It's just got an incredible amount of vision and studio work behind it. And at its core is a really terrifically composed song. So those are my top 10 Beatles. That was not easy.
Yeah, I mean, picking just a top 10 kind of sucks when it's the Beatles. And for my list, again, it's pretty hit heavy, it's pretty singles heavy. There's a lot of kind of hidden tracks that I wish I could include, but I just can't because these are some of my all-time favorite songs. Starting off with number 10, the Beatles and Eric Clapton, which is just a ridiculous combination. While My Guitar Gently Weeps. Great song. You know, Clapton really adds that extra kind of element. Number 9 is going to be the Paul McCartney piano classic, Hey Jude, one of their singles. At that point, it was like, 7 minutes, which was kind of unheard of for a pop song. Number 8 is going to be Hello Goodbye. I love the bass. I think this is McCartney at his some of his finest work. Number 7, another McCartney piece, a little earlier, this one, For No One, kind of a real lovelorn, sad ballad. Number 6 is going to be Strawberry Fields Forever, John Lennon's kind of psychedelic phase, which is my favorite John Lennon. Number 5, Let It Be, from, of course, Let It Be, just another beautiful piano ballad, some cool organ work in there by Billy Preston as well. Number 4, the Abbey Road Suite, kind of the last great kind of collaboration between all the Beatles, especially McCartney and Lennon. Number 3, A Day in the Life, just another, this was Lennon's kind of opus, I think, and I love the middle 8 from McCartney. It adds a kind of just a cool element. I like them working together. A great song. Number 2 is going to be Penny Lane, a song that Brian hates, but I love. Again, it's just the bass line, the kind of observational story from McCartney. I think it's just a really cool song. And my number 1, George Harrison's classic Something. Always been my favorite. I love the bass work, some of McCartney's finest, the guitar. Harrison I wish he had gotten a couple more Beatles songs because by the time Abbey Road came out, I feel like he was maybe their strongest contributor, which he would show on his solo work, but that's for another time.
All right. I really wanted to get Something on my list. It just didn't fit. That song does have my all-time favorite guitar solo in it, though. I really Really like the solo on it. So start my top 10 off with And Your Bird Can Sing. Really love the guitar on that song. It's awesome. Number 9, I have also from Revolver, She Said, She Said. Really cool, interesting lyrics on that one. Number 8, from the White Album, I have Dear Prudence. I kind of really like the way this song builds. I like the bass on this track. And then number 7, I've got Because, sort of the perfect showcase of the Beatles' harmonies and the way their voices blended so well together. At number 6, I have the Ballad of John and Yoko. Really cool, upbeat kind of rock song. Number 5, I have Rain. I think one of McCartney's best bass lines ever. At number 4, I have Happiness is a Warm Gun. A song that I think is really underrated. It goes through a lot of like really interesting sections and takes a lot of twists and turns. Number 3, I have Tomorrow Never Knows. I think kind of one of their most trippy songs. It's them starting to play around in the studio with tape loops and stuff, and the drum part on it is incredible. If anyone ever tries to tell you that Ringo's not a good drummer, just play that track for them. And then my top 2 are the big hits. I think the peak of both McCartney's and Lennon's songwriting. At number 2, I have Penny Lane, and at number 1, I have Strawberry Fields Forever.
We had really different lists, which is cool. Like looks like we all like very different things in our top Beatles songs.
In general, I'm pretty surprised at Jason's placement of Magical Mystery Tour and some of your more, I wouldn't have expected some of the more psychedelic stuff sounding, that turning out to be among your favorite Beatles stuff, Jason, because generally for those times, you don't really care for that sound that much.
The psychedelic stuff is my favorite Beatles stuff, I think. But I think it's because they bring a greater sense of melody and song to it. I think when most bands do psychedelic, it's more about kind of atmospheres and jamming and kind of meandering. Well, I think when the Beatles do it, it's really interesting but still very structured.
True. In regards to Grateful Dead, the great comedian David Cross said, "Why do I want to spend money to go watch someone dick around on guitar?"
Yeah, it's that. We'll have to find out later when we do the Grateful Dead list, if we ever do it.
That'll be a weird one because they're not exactly known for their studio output. We could rank like 3,000 live bootlegs.
Best 10 minutes of a song.
Literally the opposite of the Beatles.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. We're going to do another video for you on the Beatles. We're going to be talking about our favorite Beatles covers. Make sure that you're subscribed, hit the bell so that you get notified when the video comes out, and hit like on the video if you enjoyed it. And we will see you next time.